All aboard!
This is Pelon and Chubby, episode 59. This week we start with a pre-show podcast recording while we are watching the World Series. Game number 2. Will the Dodgers meet Pelon's bold projection? Jay the Holy Roller gets caught up in another set of fisticuffs. Nah, just kidding. He's got his things under tap. Pelon, on the other hand, has to go out and get caught up by a Debbie do-gooder. He gets reported for not having this handicap placard and taking up space. This is Pelon and Chubby, episode 59. Watch what we do. Check us out.
Activate.
It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with your hosts Rich Salas and Guy Murray, talking about comedy and everything that crosses their mind. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pelon and Chubby Show. I'm Rick Salas.
And I'm Guy Murray.
I'm Jay Feverman.
And Mark, the blind guy, is absent. Oh, well.
Abstinent.
All right, so we're getting ready to... This is episode number 58, if you're keeping track. Season 2. Okay, whatever.
Yes.
And we are here on watching Game 2. Game 2 of
The Girls Series.
the World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the assholes from Boston, the Red Sox from Boston.
Some Red Chucks.
Sorry, did I say assholes?
Red Chucks.
Hi,
So
Nick.
the Dodgers are winning 2-1, which, you know, they got lucky on a couple of mistakes by the pitcher. The reason I was on earlier without the homeboys here is because they have regular jobs, for one.
We will.
And 2, it was a Dodgers-only show. You had to be a Dodger fan to be on the show. And all it was just me sitting back talking shit instead of listening to 2 donkeys that get paid by Fox for some fucking odd reason. The Red Sox leg riders. You know what a leg rider is? It's that little dog that humps your leg when you walk in the room. Yeah, that's what those fuckers were doing. They were humping the leg of the Red Sox, metaphorically speaking. But it was so disgusting to watch the first game and how the Red Sox, oh, if the Dodgers do anything, it's just luck. And so I was like, you motherfuckers, man. You're not the fucking normal announcers for the Red Sox. This isn't the Red Sox show. This is the fucking World Series. Don't be a homer.
Which brother on Duck Dynasty is this guy?
That's a Turner. Yeah, he's a... Well, there's... If they had a Black Duck Dynasty, this guy would be on that. Yeah. Right?
They got some scruff. I am jealous. Old Miss Feverman won't ever let me grow it out like that.
Yeah, she's smart. Why would you make yourself look 10, 15 years older than you really are?
I have some photo of when driver's license when I was 21, and I had the full beard and Coke bottle glasses. I looked like
you were 60.
Unibar.
How old were you, 20?
I was like 21 or something. Maybe
Who in
20.
their right mind does that? You know, who grows that shit out and like, oh yeah, this is the look.
I thought I was like,
And
hey, I
you look
could
in
do
the
it.
mirror,
You know,
you're like, no, you look stupid.
I was scary looking. I can't believe even could get girlfriends, man. I was so scared.
Now, if you don't have that shit, you're not going to get laid. It's crazy. If you have a job, forget about it. You're not getting fucked. Ain't happening.
Why, you have a job? Are you kidding?
Yeah, no. How are you going to spend time with me? The world has changed, man.
It is. Left is right, up is down,
Yeah.
right is left.
And the
So what happened here?
GOP will actually protect your pre-existing
What
conditions.
kind of dumb thing is this?
That's a nice catch.
They're doing this, though. The speed of his... That's just stupid.
That's a good graphic,
It's
man.
tech-
No,
technology.
it's not.
That's
Technology.
good, though.
That's
Extra-
lame.
I mean, they
Look at how fast he can track. He caught the ball. Good job. Give me a
look
break.
at that jump does look kind
So this is the Pelon Pelon and Chubby Show we do every Wednesday at 6:30. Thanks for joining in. We're going to talk about current events eventually. We're talking about what happened
Is that
in
Michael
our
J. Fox?
in our life. Obviously, Jay is not much of a baseball fan.
He's distracted.
Because these are terrible fucking jokes. It's a World Series. Leave all the talking about baseball to us, please.
I used to love baseball.
Yeah, sure.
Once upon a time, not long ago.
Yeah. So we are here.
Is that Steve Garvey?
Man, you're killing me now.
Who wants to talk about their interaction with humanity this week?
I have
Somebody.
good stuff, good deep stuff.
Come on.
Off to the
You guys need some
That's it.
base hits, guys.
3 outs. We're good. We're fine. We got the lead.
No, it was a good week. Kind of got a good rapport with the bosses, and it's not even review time, but whenever you always get a shout out or a kudos, and customers are talking up about you, everything. It's great. It's good.
When they look at you as more than the token black guy.
More than that.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
The only guy on the
Look at the Holy. Hey, look at the Holy Roller getting in deep.
He has to. He says, "Because Mark's not here, I've got to stir it up." So he's playing.
I'm trying to play
Mr.
Mark's
Jamaican
goal.
man. Stir it up,
Hey,
little darling, stir it up.
you should try just ass kissing. Ass kissing goes a long way in the
It's a
corporate
holy
world.
roller. He won't talk dirty to me though.
I'll tell you what.
That's for the bedroom,
He's
sweetheart.
incapable.
That's for the bedroom, darling.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's the show?
Oh, Nick.
Okay, Nick, let me explain it to you. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is, but let me explain.
Now
All right, so this is actually when I go to work.
This
The
is
Pelon
when
and
he
Chubby
kicks
show.
in.
Before we were just sitting around bullshitting and watching the game, but this is where I go to work and where I interview people and do all kinds of shit. So the first part of our show is going around the horn here and talking about what happened throughout the week in our lives, because we don't spend time with each other every day. So we're just kind of curious to see what's happened throughout our lives and how it affects the show and stuff. And then we go into current events, and then we do a little bit of who's coming into town comedy-wise. We do a comedy preview, talk about who's coming into town from the Improv in Irvine all the way down to the Comedy Store in La Jolla, the American Comedy Company, Pachanga, all the comedy clubs in San Diego, the real ones. So that's what we do. And then there's bound to be a topic or two that are going to set me off, and we're going to talk about it. So put your seatbelt on, Nick. I'll try not to shit on you too much, but you're making it very easy. You had one little shot there,
You had
pretty
one
good.
job, Nick. You had one job.
No, he got in there.
That was a good shot. That was a good shot.
He got a good
It was all
joke in. That was all right, but the rest has been fucking piss poor. But I see a bright future in store for you. I don't know where. I don't know what toilet you'll be scrubbing, but I see a bright future.
He'll be at
somewhere
Toys R Us.
I think it's Mr. Clean Bright, but whatever. Guy was going over what happened in his week. What?
I got the kudos. And
that's
customer
always nice.
celebratory recognition.
He got caught actually working, so it's nice.
Starting to action.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
Jay, what's up? What do you got going on?
Well, a couple things. A similar thing happened where actually me and the boss had a good talk, and things may be smoothing out there in a good way, but I'm still totally looking. And and we got rid of. Yes, hallelujah. Got rid of one of the most annoying employees of all time.
Sweet.
That I wish her all the best.
Oh, she didn't die?
I wish you all.
I do. I wish her all the best. And but it was kind of miserable there. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be the person that's making everyone
Right.
else miserable at work. You don't ever want to be that person.
Right.
I might be that person, and they're not telling me.
Right.
I hope not.
Well, you never know.
But I mean, she was making my life and all the managers completely miserable. And I wish she's happier now, and I wish her luck. I just don't ever have to work with her again. That's all. Good luck to you, kid.
Good luck, kid. Take
that-
that with you.
Yeah. Anyways, so that happened, and my son, we get a good report we went to a teacher conference today.
Nice.
Things went well, and I let the teacher know, and she knows. I go, when he's actually very smart. Sometimes he does the answers wrong on purpose on the computer so he can hear the computer say, uh-oh, and then he goes, uh-oh, and he's tanking some of the answers on purpose because he thinks it's hysterical.
Right.
So we're trying
Now,
to...
hey, is he in special ed?
Well, yeah, he's got in a classroom full of other kids with are on the spectrum, autism and stuff.
Right.
And
So
but
the
he's
teacher
actually
should
doing...
know this
but he,
already.
oh, yeah, no, but this is... she's all, yeah, his score was like 50. I go, yeah, it would have been like 95, but he decided it would be funny because I'm
Right.
working with him at home. But he's actually other than that, though, he's doing really well.
Good.
So we're blessed and happy. So that's good. So life is okay. I didn't have to get almost in a brawl with anybody.
Nice.
I got, so I'm happy. Yeah, that's good.
Come on, get
And,
happy.
we'll talk later about other stuff, but that it's good. How about your week, man?
Come on.
It was very interesting. So,
You gonna talk about the drum action or what?
oh yeah,
That's awesome.
June finally got his birthday present delivered. His Ludwig Junior kit. He's drumming the shit out of it. He loves it. He's singing to it. The guy's having a blast. It's probably like his favorite birthday present of all time.
And how's mom doing with the drumming?
Oh, she loves it.
Oh, does
You know,
she?
It's not in the
Hey,
house.
I'll tell you what. Her biggest regret in marrying me was that wasn't musically inclined. The only thing that saved me is my incredibly large cock. But the music stuff is like if she could leave me for a guy that played the guitar, good with his fingers, she would probably leave me in a second. Or a drummer.
I play the
take a
ukulele.
second. Right? Yeah. So that's her only regret in life is not marrying somebody musically inclined that could keep a tune. I can't sing worth a shit. I'm fucking useless. as far as that goes.
That's bogus. You're a crooner, man.
Yeah.
You are a crooner.
So I can do like
like,
poetry, accelerated a little faster, almost rap-ish. But that's about as good as I get right there.
Almost rapish.
But the birthday gift is cool.
He's Hoobastank, actually.
I went to a buddy's birthday thing
That's not a polite thing to
the
say.
other night and got kicked out of Vista Village Pub.
Oh.
You did, or
Yeah.
you got kicked out?
I got kicked out because somebody had made some comments. And my biggest thing is, like, I didn't give a shit about him or the girl he was hanging out with. I don't even think it was his girl. But anytime anybody says something and says, because there are women around, like he said something, and then, they
like,
must
watch.
be looking for somebody out there. The helicopter never comes around.
Looking
Unless
for
they're
Mark,
looking for
man.
somebody. So, he's like, don't say fuck that or whatever, when you're talking to a lady or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's not what I was saying. And the guy was so fucked up that he couldn't keep focus on. I said, man, I asked you a question. If you're so fucked up that you can't comprehend the question that I'm asking you, but don't involve the girl. I don't give a fuck about her or what she's going through. She was trying to keep track of her friend that's having some issues. I was like, that's not my problem. I don't give a fuck about that. Well, don't use that kind of language when you're talking about a woman.
Were these people that you were there
No,
with, or
no.
you just ran into?
No, I know the guy
No.
from somewhere.
From
Yeah.
somewhere like Nick.
No,
we
like
don't know where
Rookies or wherever.
It's probably Nick. I bet it's Nick.
I don't
Nick
know
was
who the
at the
fuck it
damn
is.
pub.
The big,
Wow,
big, that
2-base
big,
hits.
huge black dude. You know him?
The security guy?
No,
Oh.
no, he hangs out all the time at all the fucking places. Anyway, I don't know.
Anyway,
So
onward and upward.
he's like, don't use that kind of language when there's a woman around, whatever, or talking to him. I said, look, dude, just leave me alone, please. Don't talk to me. Just leave me alone. I didn't say whatever the fuck you thought I said because I don't give a fuck about whoever you're talking to, whoever you're with. Not my business. I'm just sitting here having a beer. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
And then you said, or what? Or what? I said, or I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. Just leave me alone, right? So he comes over toward, I said, look, man, I warned you. I warned you once. Just leave me alone. And everybody's looking at me like, this guy's like 6'5", fucking 400 pounds. And so I took my jacket off, took my hat off, and I said, let's get it on, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go. And then they threw me out.
Grand opening?
They probably did
Grand
you a
closing.
favor, man.
Oh, fuck that. I would have whooped his ass. I'm not worried about that slow, fat motherfucker.
Take him low. Take him low.
Fuck
Rick would
that.
got him. Rick
Oh,
would
fuck.
have got
Hey,
him.
I'll tell you what.
Rick was bringing
If
it.
he gets a shot on me, I'm going to fucking bite his nuts off.
Take him low. Take him low.
I don't give a fuck.
Were
I
you
don't care what
fired up
they
because
say.
I almost got into something on
No,
scrape a couple
fuck
weeks ago,
that.
and you're like, if it's gonna happen with Jay, screw it, I got to do it too, man.
Just don't bother me, man. When I say leave me
That's
alone.
right. Don't bother. That's right. I
Leave
get
me
it.
alone. I told him I fucking warned you.
I mean,
Don't
last week
piss me off.
I was playing. I wasn't clock blocking. I was playing just the defender.
Right.
And the guy was being handsy with the women, and I stepped up. I was like, "Look, bro."
That's their landlord.
And that still doesn't justify it. He was
And she's not even
freaking-
going to discount on her rent.
It was just a gross
What,
display.
were you there?
After our show last week, we went
After
over
the
and
show, we went to
he was
BB.
singing a couple songs, whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
And this dude, it was like, remember that I gotta say this nice.
You know,
That the one that was at one of our
lovely
shows.
Monique, who just happened to catch our show.
Oh
at-
yeah.
At the
Okay.
Wild.
Nice
Well,
lady.
she was there with her friends, and they're watching
And they're
the karaoke. Guys.
Karaoke and they're drinking.
Anyway, they're
celebrating.
there with their landlord.
There's some
All these
dude
girls rent apartments from him, and he's just like full liberties, like grabbing everything, putting his tongue down their throat, and the whole thing. And so guy was like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, "You got a problem? Fucking
Was
kick
this
your
the
ass
guy
right
that
now."
she was doing her own little Facebook
Old white
thing?
dude, like 60
Oh, that
years
was her
old.
dad. She was doing the
No,
Facebook
that's-
That was her
Live.
dad. Oh.
Yeah. So guy,
I was just playing. I was just
this
playing.
old fucking hick wanted
The
to
defender.
I would have said the same thing.
wanted
I said,
to
hey,
drill
dude,
him.
what the hell are you
Like,
doing?
my thing was, I don't know you. I don't give a
I
fuck
don't
about
know
you,
you.
girl.
This is the guy though. That
If these girls don't like it, fucking do something about it. It's not my job to fucking defend you. I'm not fucking you.
yeah.
Call your boyfriend. Call your dad.
Call your wife. Call
Yeah,
your dad.
it's not my problem.
But so I just told him, step back, just being disrespectful, and he was like, "I'll fuck you up." I was, first of all, you're drunk.
Yeah, dude was hammered.
Barely could stand up. He was using the women to keep stable.
Yeah.
But I
Lisa
but
Medina, what's up?
I haven't been on the edge in a while. Anyway, I tasted a little something. But then I
But
looked
he was
over
just
my shoulder.
leaving.
He wasn't really
No,
leaving.
you.
Oh, I had to because Letty popped up out of nowhere.
What?
Yeah, no, she just popped up.
Oh, she got you on
She
the
did me
fucking
on the thing and
catch a fool.
catch a fool. Catch a fool.
She's
She
got
almost
the
caught a
catch a
case.
fool app.
So if
Oh,
she
is that
got
his lady?
What's my motherfucker doing?
What's my motherfucker?
Oh,
Wait,
there
why is he
is.
there? Yeah, why is he there?
Swoop in.
Yeah.
Oh, he's tracked like fucking. Like a FedEx package.
If you have to
You
put
can find that motherfucker.
if you have to put GPS or enable your Google locator for your significant other,
You have trust issues.
You've got some trust issue. You might be a repeat offender.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's a sweet.
So she had
freaking-
all kinds of scenarios already drawn up in her mind when she came through the window, come through the door. What are you doing here? I was like, we left the studio. I know. What are you doing here? Oh, you met up with them? You got text message? Did you arrange this location? I was like, they just happened to be here.
No, there was definitely nothing.
He had a.
Yeah.
No.
Because, we went to Vista Village Pub first. We went to
Yeah.
VVP first. Sorry.
Does your
No.
significant other? Does she watch this show?
I don't think so.
So
You
anyway,
guys
we
had
went.
a rough.
So that happened the other
I've had
night,
that happen too.
and then I got a business deal I'm trying to put together, and Holy Roller. If you could possibly send a word up the chain,
Yeah.
I need this thing to happen in a big way.
Which one?
It's a game changer, literally game changer. So if this happens, trust me, it'll benefit all of us. The show will go to a whole different level. It'll make things happen. Like
Do I have to go back to stripping?
this. No, hey, this
You can retire the Rhinestone Funk.
this thing. If it happens the way it's supposed to happen, will absolutely
All right.
change.
Are we going to talk about it privately, or are you going to say what it is?
No,
or-
I'm not.
You don't
I'm
want to
not-
say it yet.
Thoughts
I'm
and
not at
prayers,
liberty
thoughts and
to
prayers.
say,
I
but-
can, yeah, I will.
Man,
sure.
fingers crossed, toes
Well, you
crossed.
can maybe
and
tell me after if there's anything else, but yeah.
I'll tell you what.
You know what I'm praying for.
It just needs to happen.
Sure.
And good things are going to happen for the show. Good things are going to happen for
Absolutely.
Everything.
Okay.
So, and then we went today, picked up the kids from school. Kathy's off, so it's nice. We can both go and pick up the kids after school.
It's a good day.
So then we go to
That's a good day.
the book fair.
Yeah.
And we're buying books for the kids, donating books to the school. You know, nice time, family time. And we get out in the parking lot. And I'm approached by some old white bitch that wanted her life to end.
Because you're with your kids, your whole family, with your family, with the wife.
So she comes up, comes in hot.
Comes in hot.
Hot.
Okay, what's she
Is
saying?
this your truck? Well, yes, it is.
Okay.
Are you aware that this is a handicap spot? Well, yes, I am.
And your daughter, yeah.
Well, do you have a placard? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well, I don't see it. I want to see it.
She the police.
Oh, really? Well, I have one here. I'll show it to you. So I'm being nice. Kathy, though, who never loses it,
Yes.
was like, who in the fuck are you?
She the police.
Right? What is it your business?
Slow-mo po-po.
She looks at me, what is this bitch asking questions for?
She goes, Mom,
So-
Mom goes
Oh,
up.
man. So I'm like, hey, just give me the placard, no big deal. So I'm going to the car.
Yeah.
And this is where it pisses me off. That's fine that you ask these questions.
She
right?
followed you?
It's fine that you ask these questions. I said, yes, I do have a placard. That should have been where the conversation ended.
Yeah.
But the fact that this bitch did not believe me is what set me off.
Yeah.
That she didn't believe that I had one.
Yeah.
So she is on my back. I'm looking in my car for her, reaching in my truck, and I feel her breathing on my neck
Oh, that's deadly.
and
That's
saying, I want to see it.
I got it right here next to my 357.
You know what? I'll tell you what.
That's stupid.
She is so lucky. What happened? Pass ball?
Yeah, that's
Fastball
why
was
he threw it in
3-2.
the dirt.
Oh, motherfucker.
So
And he
Bases
swung?
loaded.
No,
No,
it
Oh,
went
just
in
a
the
bad
dirt.
pitch?
Bad pitch.
So
bases loaded.
the first thought that came to my mind is when I felt her breathing on the back of my neck like that, and that the fact that she didn't believe that I said I had one was just like accidentally my elbow slipping and hitting her in the chin. I mean, that's like the first thought that came to my mind was just knock the bitch out with the elbow.
Yeah.
Right? But no. And I can't find the placard. So I go around to the other side. She thinks I'm trying to leave and is running after me.
Wow, she gave chase.
Like,
she called
like,
it.
awesome,
like
man.
if I don't have the placard, she's going to like citizen's arrest and take me to the ground and shit, right?
She gave chase. She caught up quick. She put her finger in the
Like
face.
she's going to
of them
stand behind the
females.
truck and make sure
no,
that I
you
don't leave.
don't you try to walk away from me. You're going to try to run away.
So I'm like trying to get the kids in the car, and while I'm walking around the truck and she's following me, I said, I have a placard. My daughter is retarded. I have a placard. And she's all, that's not very nice.
She's still.
That's
arguing
not
about
nice that I call my daughter retarded, which she is.
But this
right?
lady, it's nice
Well,
of
she's
her to check
autistic.
with you.
But that's not that's where you draw the line. That's not nice. No, bitch, what's not nice is you fucking harassing me. Well, I'm trying to get my kids in the car so they don't get run over by a car. I think it's pretty fucking cool, man. Our Dodgers. Anyway, I was telling a story about picking up my daughter from school, my son and daughter from school, and coming out of the book fair. The family was all together having a great time, and then a psycho white lady comes and fucking harasses us and demands to see the handicap placard for my retarded daughter. So anyway, I can't find it. I tell her it's retarded. She comes back with, oh, that's so mean to say. Like her harassing my family while we're spending quality time together over a fucking placard. And you know the beauty of it is, she's complaining. She says, well, you know what? I'm just sick of people parking in the handicapped spots, and when I'm looking for a spot and I'm handicapped, I can't find a spot. And she finds a spot, a regular parking spot, two spots over.
Yeah.
So she has to walk
But is she
10 to
handicapped?
15 feet. Oh, probably mentally.
Let me see your placard.
So she's 15 feet away. 15 feet away.
Walked it in.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Tie game.
Why'd he take him out?
Because he had
He was already behind him.
he had 2 outs, and then he got
Yeah, there's
2
2
base hits,
outs. Why
and then
can't he
walked?
fucking... Anyway. So 15 feet away, she finds a spot, but she feels the need to harass me about that, and she waited for us to come out.
So what happened? You came
So
around the car.
I look at Kathy and so she finds the placard between the seat and she pulls it out. And I'm like, here it is. And Kathy yells out, show the bitch the placard. Right? So I show her the placard, right? And I put it up. And I'm like, hey, I just forgot to put it up, you know? And Kathy's in the car. Who's that bitch think she is? And, you know, what the fuck she asking us questions for? Oh, she was so fired up. She never gets like that, but oh man, she was fired up. And so I show the placard, but I'm like, you know, it's funny how these people become the fucking just you found a spot. Just be happy with finding the spot, you know. Fuck a hit. Yeah. Jeez. Well, 3-2, it's all right. Or they get 2 runs. 4-2, whatever. Hey, celebrating like they never been there before. Fucking jumping up. So what? 4-2. Big fucking deal, Boston. Like they haven't been down by 2 runs all season and come back 20 times. So what? Greatest team on earth, according to Joe Buck and John Smoltz. Butt fucks.
Do they have the best record in baseball?
108 during the regular season. What does that do? How many brownie points, extra points do you get in the postseason for winning 108? None. Dick.
108? That's
Dick.
not
So
bad.
what?
That's
So
good,
what?
though.
Yeah.
It is
You're
good.
only as good as your next game.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
postseason.
That's true.
So what? Big fucking deal. Yeah. So what? Fuck off, fucking Boston. The team is as shitty as the people. Fucking place.
Oh, come on, man. I'm not saying I got nothing against Boston, man.
I hate Boston.
I liked Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Like my buddy does a joke about people
What
from
was that?
Boston.
The Departed.
And he's laying in the hospital bed, and the guy walks in. Okay, we're gonna go into surgery, and we're gonna go through the main artery. He's like, "Sir, you are doing nothing. You're not touching me with that fucking accent." They could be the smartest guy on earth, but they break out with that Boston accent. You're like, "No, you
You're
fucking
gonna go
idiot.
through the main
You're not
artery.
touching-
No, you're
No,
not. You
you're
ain't
not.
touching me, man.
Yeah,
Give me someone who
honestly,
speaks English.
Would you fucking like allow somebody to represent you in court with that fucking accent? Really?
He might be able to get you off on that.
Fuck. Yeah, because he's more retarded than you? Oh,
why?
Hey, that's not happening. Larry Dunn, what's up, dog? Bill McDonald. Oh, we got more people tuning in. Sweet. I lost the cable on my place. What's the score of the ball game? I'm not surprised, Nick. According to your page, you don't have that much going on. 4-2. Boston scored a couple runs. It's 4-2, bottom of 5, 2 outs. I don't know what the fuck happened. Ryu, oh, God, fucking meltdown. He had 2 outs, fucking loaded the bases. And then Madsen comes in and is like, oh, please, take a run for free on us.
There you
By all means.
But you just kept throwing them high.
So we got first and third, bottom of 5, 2 outs, 2-1 count. To who? I don't know. I've never the best team in baseball. I haven't heard of any of these fucks all year long except for Mookie Betts. But best team in baseball. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Anyway, so the lady ends it with after I show her the placard, she's like, "Oh yeah, you know, it just upsets me when people park." And we're like, "We got the placard." And then Kathy's every other word's bitch coming out of her mouth. And so I finally closed the door and said, let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's get up out of here.
But that lady fucking, you ever seen a turtle when you walk up and it puts the head, like,
Oh my God.
it puts it back in the shell real quick? That was the lady. Like after I showed the placard, she looked like fucking Bruce Jenner in his heyday running back to the car and
Oh my goodness.
hiding. Oh shit. So she never felt so fucking stupid. I wanted to do that thing where you like put it on her forehead and then slap it.
Ooh.
You know,
Smack.
you ever done that? Yeah, like, put the placard on her forehead and then slap the placard. So it leaves a nice imprint. Go look in the mirror when you get home, bitch, and see the fucking placard. Oh my God. But I could, there was just the 2 things that fucking like bothered me was the fact that she didn't believe me when I said that I had a
She
placard.
wasn't that far away.
Like
15
I'm not
feet.
believable, whatever.
15 feet.
She found a spot 2 little spaces over, 15 feet difference.
So she decided to be the defender.
And yeah, that
Protecting
she was the one that
other
was
handicapped people.
called on by Allah to defend all cripples in America, and then that she demanded to see the placard,
So today we're pissing off.
and she drew the line at me calling my daughter retarded as the that's too much.
So we're gonna. So
That's
today,
a bit much.
today we've pissed off
White women.
Bostonians,
Bostonians.
white women, liberals, which we do that all the time, even though
Autistic
I do
children.
anyways. Autistic kids with autism.
Ah.
Hey, when the kids with autism, if they ever mobilize, we're screwed, man.
Right.
Because those kids, man, when they get pissed, they are pissed.
They're strong as fuck.
My son, he's friggin' bam bam, man.
Bam, bam.
He's. I'm like, he is wicked strong.
Hey,
He's
everybody
almost
hates
broke my
that.
nose a
Everybody
couple
hates that
times.
reference. The retard strength, but that's no joke. It's like for real. They got it. They're super strong.
Yeah, they get that.
Jeff Hubbard, what's up? Hey, sorry about the other night. He's a
Hola.
bartender at VVP. Sorry about the other night. I don't try and go in your place and stir up any shit, but that guy fucking got on my nerves, man. I couldn't take no more. But sorry, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Not trying to shit on your place of work, but fuck it. The guy can only take so much.
What?
We're back. Back in the saddle again.
I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again.
That's why you guys got to step up. Don't allow me to do the singing.
Yeah, don't let Rick's doing the singing. Dear
We're in
Lord.
trouble.
So is that the current one now?
This one, no.
I lost the cable at my place. What's the score? No, that was okay, so I'll keep my way.
Come on, man.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, that is. Up, dip.
God,
Damn, this is crazy.
top of 6, one out.
Your Dodgers need to do something. Still early, but want to get some runs.
It's like meltdown.
At least get
dude.
one run. Because it's down. Because this is the second game, right?
Are we live?
Yeah.
And we're live. We're back. We're welcome. Hey,
Well, how come I can't get it?
I don't see it. I can't find it.
I know. It takes a minute sometimes. Now I'm frozen.
Are you Elsa or are
Let
you
it
Elsa?
go.
Let it
Let it-
go. Let the problems let you show. I'm excited. I'm excited. Where's it at though?
All right, so it's on.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
Damn,
We are back. Hello.
technology, baby.
Because I'm back.
In the saddle again.
All right, I hope we can stay. Why is it? But
At
it's
that time,
logging you out though.
Sometimes that happens. No, it's just timing out on it.
No, it says that you're
right.
not logged in.
Is this the right one? Fucking thing.
Hey, we're back. We're back.
I'm just trying to find it.
So I gotta kill that dead air. Mark time.
There we go.
And we are. And we again. We are. Holiday alone.
Here's
That's a distraction.
Is this it?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, if yeah, that's it.
2 minutes, yeah. All right, so who's on here? There we go. They tuned back in. Sorry, guys, for the interruption there. That happens sometimes. Michael's there. Guy Murray. Oh, he's there. Jay, the Fever Man. Technology at its finest. Yeah, that happens. Michael, what's up?
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, so that was my week. We're just in need of a big windfall and keep these fucking white old bitches away from me, and we're fine.
We'll be all right.
The Dodgers need us to put on, if we had them, some rally hats, man.
It's 2 runs. I'm not worried. Look at Joe Buck and John. Suck a fucking bag of cocks. Those guys suck. So fucking disappointed with Fox. Anyway, let's jump right into in the news. In the news, what's going on? I guess the big one is, start out from the top, $1.6 billion was the Mega Millions jackpot yesterday. And there was a winner, 1 ticket, 1 person
South Carolina.
won it all in South Carolina. And I was saying earlier, God, I hope it was somebody that just lost everything, took their last couple bucks and was like, please, God, let me win this thing and rebuild South Carolina. I'll help everybody out that lost everything. And went out and bought that ticket and was blessed, man. But I have a feeling it was like most stories and the bad luck that most South Carolinians had. It was some dude that was going through town, maybe a pharmaceutical salesman that lives in the Hamptons, stopped by the godforsaken country store and said, give me one of those there. I never play it. What is it at 1.6?
What's the worst that can happen?
You know, shit. I don't know. The first time he's ever played it, thinks it's a waste of money, wins, and takes all of that back to the Hamptons where he doesn't need 1 cent of it.
Yeah, that's the downside.
That's the story I'm telling. That's the luck of that. I was saying earlier, I think that 1.6 billion can pretty much buy South Carolina.
Well, I mean,
at least the state is in now.
I like how like people get excited when they get big and that's like a record.
Number 2.
Second one.
Yeah, the first one was the 11 people in Silicon Valley who probably didn't need it either. That one, it was just slightly higher, like a few $100 million higher. So it was number 2 in history for lotto history.
That's crazy.
But
all that money was going to the kids, man. Going to the
a good portion of it is. A very good portion of it, believe it.
It actually is.
They actually are giving it to the schools. It is happening. It is for real. Of course.
Then the schools should be in a lot better shape.
Well, they should be. It's all the other misappropriation of funds that is killing the schools.
Well, that's California, man.
So after the federal government takes their rake, there's not a whole heck of a lot left. But so whatever, they're spending it on military and all the good it's doing, great. Which is another subject, a sore subject for me, is all these GoFundMes and all these donate to all these military families. If I remember right, yeah, that's a job you chose. The draft was a long fucking time ago. I don't believe you volunteered. You actually got a paycheck every day you're in the military. And you have medical for life, I think, a lot of them. So what the fuck are we giving more money to these people for medical or for whatever? Why? Because you chose the wrong career path in life? What the fuck is going on? The guys that work at McDonald's their whole life, they don't get extra money because they're fucking dumb. Why? Because they chose the wrong career path in life at working at McDonald's and they can't afford things anymore. Why are we giving? And then they're actually going out and working a job. A lot of the military guys are going out and working a job. Mm-hmm. So they got a paycheck coming in and they're getting free handouts. Why? They're not volunteering for this fucking job.
I'm not going to bash the military.
I'm just saying, why are we giving extra money? Why? I don't understand it. I don't.
It's not the cost of living. It's not that. I mean, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it.
Why is it so important? You know what it is? All these companies, they don't give a fuck about them. It just makes them look good. So they're like, oh, we give military discount because we love military. No, not because we love the military. It's because it makes us look good as a company. And then everybody else might come and do business with us because we're sensitive.
Well, I for one am totally cool with military. My dad was Marine.
Which is great for him. Did he get paid? He got paid, right?
He got paid, and then he got out after he got hurt. And he got hurt actually off.
And he gets money still?
No.
For disability?
No.
He should. They do a certain percentage.
No, he gets not for that because he left. He did his time, and then he gets his pension from his job later on.
But he can still go back if there's any permanent disability. He can go back and he can file for a percentage, and they calculate what percentage of disability you have, and then they pay you.
He didn't want to do that. He paid for his own insurance and everything.
So, but he could if he wanted to.
I suppose.
And that's what a bunch of these guys are doing.
Yeah.
And then they get military discount, and then they do all these special fundraisers, and then the discounts for all these TV commercials and all that only apply to military. Why? How about the other poor, broke motherfuckers that can't get a job or do nothing? How about giving them some special attention, some special rights, some special somethings? You get preferential treatment when you're applying for a job if you're ex-military? Isn't that good enough? So you can get another job? But no, we got to give them extra money. For what? What are we doing? Let's take care of the people that need it. Like the ones that don't have special training, the ones that are having a hard time finding a job, that made poor decisions in life. Why can't we help them? Why can't we help the kids? Why the fuck are we supporting them so much? I don't understand it. They're capable, they're trained. Why can't they go out and get a fucking job like everybody else?
Jeffrey Hubbard says that military wages are extremely low compared to civilian jobs, where I can see that the base income for certain levels and all levels, unless you're in administrative, but if you're in infantry and stuff like that, yeah, it is lower.
I get it. But a lot of these guys go out and get second jobs to supplement. That when they get out after 4 years and they realize, hey, the wages suck, and they go out and they find another job. Why doesn't everybody can do that if they want to?
Yeah,
you have a choice. You're not stuck at the draft. I understand if you got drafted and that's the salary you're getting, you're fucked. Okay, I'm sorry. And you know what? You're doing a great service. But when that's the job you chose, who's to blame for that? Right? And you chose it. It's published online. Everybody's salary is published online. So it's not like they blindsided you and said, oh, this is all you're going to make. Here's your paycheck. Surprise, surprise. No, fucker, you could have went online and seen exactly what your paycheck was going to be every week. So who are we crying to? Who are we telling this fucking sob story to? I understand the freedoms that we enjoy in life are given to us by our military. Okay.
That's true.
Okay. Do you have to slap me in the face with it on TV, on every kind of program, on how much we should... Blah, 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 blah. Christmas. Why are the fucking military kids the only ones that get presents? How about all the homeless kids? Let's give them presents too. Just because their parents weren't in the military, we can't take care of them? But everything, every kind of fucking special something or other has to do with the fucking military. Enough already. Fuck. Enough. Let's take care of everybody.
Why not? For taking care of everybody.
Fuck, man. You're getting a fucking paycheck. Most of them are still getting disability and shit. What the fuck? Enough. Go get a fucking job again.
Yeah, but those guys are losing limbs and stuff.
Well,
suffering.
Hey, PTSD, was it a surprise? I feel bad for them, but was it a surprise? Yeah. You're in the military. You could go to battle. Shit can go wrong.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Right.
But I'm saying...
And are they not taken care of? If they lose a limb, for the rest of their lives, they're taken care of. Is it enough? I don't know. I didn't sign up for that company. I don't know.
Yeah.
But are they not taking care of the rest? If I lose a limb at my job, guess what? Sorry about your luck, bro. Did you get disability insurance? No? Yeah. Good luck with that. Maybe you'll find a job where you don't need another leg. Well, you don't get dick.
I'm for
You don't get shit. In the military, it's automatic. You're taken care of for the rest of your life.
Yeah, well.
But guess what? Workers' compensation? How's that salary, Jeff? If I get injured at my job, how's that salary? It's fucking pathetic. Is there special sales for me?
All right. 7th inning stretch. 4-2.
And I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything. If your family's military or whatever, I'm just saying.
You're just tired of hearing it.
I'm just saying it's so fucking... And my point is, it's not because these companies are so concerned about the military. They can give a fuck about the military.
You need another one? You usually got one.
I can use another one. But they could... Hey, yes. Hey, you know what? These companies don't care. They don't care. They're just doing it for publicity. That's all. For people to think that they're good people. They're the same price gouging motherfuckers. They're just giving a little discount to the military guys. Does that make them good? And I'm not trying to... Don't everybody call and oh, fuck, you're such a dick and all that stuff. Regular civilians could get jobs and podcasts. Apparently, it's not difficult. Look at this fucking Nick. Huh?
Thank you.
You only have one job, Nick.
Hey, Nick, Nick, let me ask you a question, Nick. So what is it that you do? Fucking knower of everything. Fucking what is it that you do?
What was it, a Budweiser can?
Yeah, regular. Yeah. How many people can get on a show and talk and keep it fucking interesting and go for an hour and a half. Everybody out there thinks it's easy, but you get in front of this microphone, you freeze like a fucking deer in headlights. So it's not that easy to keep this show fucking going for an hour and a half, is it?
Not easy at all.
Right. And everybody takes it for granted. I don't even think about it. I just talk shit. It's like fucking diarrhea coming out. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. I don't have a problem for talking for like 2 hours. And I'm going to keep it interesting. I'm going to talk about everything. And some of it's not going to feel good. It's almost going to be like having a prostate exam. You know, you're going to feel a little pressure. It's going to make your asshole fucking tighten up. You know,
our Pelon and Chubby podcast. It's like a prostate exam. It's about as pleasant.
As just as good.
So where are we at on the game? What's the score? Still 4-2?
4-2.
Oh, Boston's just killing us. Cocksuckers. We'll see. It's still what was it? The fifth or sixth? Oh, seventh inning stretch. You said.
Ready to play today.
The news was lit up this morning
song.
with these packages.
Are you looking at my package?
Packages were showing up at Obama's camp, Clinton's
All
camp.
Democrats.
All Democrats.
So,
and
what does that tell you?
George Soros.
Soros.
What's that tell you?
Everybody that was
Trump supporter, fucking white.
I don't know. Okay, first of all, they were just saying they were packages. Then they
They
were saying
could
they
be.
were bombs.
Or it could be Republicans trying to, or Democrats making the Republicans look bad.
Exactly.
That's what they were saying.
Exactly.
So, okay, so you got these packages. None of them were actually done through the mail. They look like
Some
mail
Greenpeace
packages.
motherfucker.
They look like mail packages. I'm like, who delivered it? Some of these places are high-profile locations that you can't just put a package on the doorstep. You can't put it in the mailbox.
And they don't know.
So one of the pictures that was shown of what was actually captured had a wicked-looking device on it with two rocks holding some sort of timer and a cable running outside of the envelope. There was no metered stamp on it. So it's like, okay, so what are you trying to show us here? This was delivered. It had stamps on it, but it never went through the mail service. So how did the package get there? You know, so somebody's got security. They got to profile the area. They'll be able to get some evidence of how these packages showed up.
You would think
But were they bombs or they were dummies or something? But it was these packages. Oh, and now there's somebody sending bombs. And I'm like, okay, it could have been anthrax. It could have been in small envelopes, something. But all of a sudden, these packages in 6 and 7 different locations. Some bullshit.
How worried are the Democrats that the orange man's going to be reelected?
This is for the November.
They're going.
This is to tip the balance
Right.
in the midterms.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do.
But
we're
First they dragged the dude through the coals. Now they ship packages to make the
who make the
Republicans
Republicans look
look
bad, or maybe the
bad.
Democrats look bad. Oh, y'all did this because you know, and it's like, oh, you're extreme.
So
you're extreme. Okay.
So does anybody really believe it that it happened for reals?
Okay, so
If
I'm
somebody
just
was
saying,
doing
packages,
it, the bombs would have went
6
off.
and 7 packages. All of a sudden.
Hey, if a Trump sicko would have done it, the packages would have gone off.
Okay.
The fact that they didn't go
A
off.
coordinated event for these things to be at all these particular places. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're not next door to each other. Not the same day. Not next door to each other.
Hey, so I mean that's interesting, but who gives a fuck?
Come on.
All right,
Shit.
so Nick says getting injured at your job would be like cutting your finger opening a bottle.
Almost happened, man. Almost happened, baby.
Nice.
And then he says, "I'm actually Jimmy Kimmel, getting in front of a microphone easy."
Okay, well.
So hey, well, come on down, fucker. If you're that good, if you think you're Jimmy Kimmelish, which actually the guy's fucking pretty good.
Yeah.
Come on down. You know what? Fuck, I'll throw out the red carpet for you and come in here and
Get some hot wings and shit. Y'all can
turn this
chop
shit
it
out.
up.
We'll get
Chop it up.
I got no problem with that. Hey, I love surrounding myself with talent. I don't have an issue with it at all. Bring your A game.
Bring it.
Because I got A, B, and C, motherfucker. So, what's your current event? The Roller of Holy?
Oh, I guess we got to bring up the huge topic of the caravan that's coming.
Yeah, Caravan number 2.
Which
Caravan part 2.
Yeah.
Not
Two
number
of
2, part 2. Because there's another one.
Well, one lost a little steam.
Lost a
and
little
now-
steam. It's got an interesting spin on it as well. I
Well,
don't
when
know.
Trump orders the Mexican government to just mow him down, well, I'm paraphrasing that, of course.
Well,
but
yeah. My thing with it is I haven't researched it a lot, stuff just a little bit.
So you can't make it your
Well,
story.
No,
if you're not
because I want
but
I want to talk about it. What I want to say
hey,
is,
isn't that the one that what's it called? Said looked like a monkey
no,
on the
No,
left.
that's not her.
give me
Oh,
a
it's not
break. No,
Wow.
no. I was saying is,
Roseanne
I
Barr.
wish
Wow.
that that when talking about such a subject, that Trump could not trump it up so much and just because I recognize that some of them could be, they could be some bad guys in there, but these are they're still human beings.
But
And
here's-
whether or not they can come in here, that's a
Here's the thing. I mean,
But-
he's trying to use that fear and
Hey,
that
well, of course.
mongering.
What does it matter though
They're
to us?
1,200 miles
They're the ones that
away.
decided to make
Yeah.
this trek. What does it matter to us?
They're 1,200
Sorry you were born
miles
where you
away
were
from the
born.
border.
what I'm saying.
They're
is
starving
They
kids in
may not
Africa.
get
the media
here.
is talking about it,
Right.
making it a huge thing.
Right.
But
And of
Trump
course-
is using it too. Well, I'm
They're
gonna
bo-
deploy
they're bo- it's
Mexico.
being politicized. This whole
Deploy
thing.
Mexico.
Here's the problem with the whole story.
They're trying to make
They're
it.
not talking about the important shit. Like
Yeah.
how many women are getting raped on this voyage from Central America to Mexico?
Zero.
How many kids are being fucking
Hurt, hammered. I mean, they're saying
being
possible.
kidnapped?
The numbers are. I mean, the numbers are ridiculous because they're saying 7,000 now. They're saying there's a second
First there was
caravan.
1,200.
There was only 1,200.
Yeah, but out of those many
where are
people,
all those people coming from?
remember where they are. They're in Mexico.
Yeah,
Bad shit happens there.
yeah.
So they're not even talking about the real shit.
They're talking. I mean, the humanitarian part of it. Oh yeah, they're fleeing their country. Well, if they're marching towards us, why don't they turn around all those numbers and march towards the government that
there's
they're trying to
nothing-
overthrow?
There's nothing back there.
Nothing there to overthrow.
You know what?
So the conversation isn't about we're going to close our borders. We're not here to cater to the world. Wait a minute. Your message is backfiring on you here, guy. Yeah, okay, well, America's our sovereignty. We're not a sovereignty nation.
Well, he wants to keep the Middle Easterns
Yeah, and he says the Middle Easterns
are mixed
and
in. I know they
mixing
look
in,
alike, but
ISIS and MS-13. And
Well, no,
everything.
that
was
part I believe.
I mean, because that's where it's from, Guatemala and Honduras, and that's great.
so let me ask you
Possibility,
something. Are we supposed to open the doors and let these fuckers in?
Due
And I
process,
say fuckers
due
politely.
Due process,
For
because
me,
there is a process, but they're saying they're illegally.
And remember
they
this.
haven't even come close to the border yet.
I am
You're not
from Central
illegally
America,
here.
so-
You're not even close to the border. You're setting up a premise for fear, and you don't know what their state. Oh, but they ran through the southern Mexico border and they attacked and they looted, and now you're making them thugs, and these people are still desperate and they're still leaving a situation.
Yeah.
But you're trying to make them look bad. You're trying to say that they're thugs, looting, and everything. Those are the situations that are out there. Not everybody's doing that, but at the same time, you cannot.
So my
use
point
the
is,
fear
what are we supposed to do?
and the question marks.
Just let them all in?
No, dude. Okay, by the time they get even Mexico City, there's enough UN effort, enough humanitarian effort to get them processed. So by the time they get to Mexico, because
So they're going to be Mexican citizens.
and they'll be processing themselves to
It's
where
fine.
but Trump
Which
says,
means
no,
they'll
we're
be
closing our
US
borders,
citizens.
and they'll be
All Trump is
non-resident.
saying is,
they're coming,
don't try it.
they're coming.
Yeah, I know.
Don't try it.
They're
Yeah, I
coming.
know.
They'll be here by the midterm. election
Mexico
on
said,
nothing.
you're
No.
welcome here. We will make you
No.
citizens. You're
No.
fine.
They're like,
The
oh, but
U.S. says
it's
absolutely not.
It's a coordinated effort, and someone's funding them. Them young kids are strapped with this, that, and the other. Where? Show me. Whenever the cameras are out there, these guys are dragging it around. Maybe got their Honduran flag out there.
You know, my
but they're
whole
just
feeling on this,
walking.
this attempt to
The
become
propaganda bullshit has
American
to stop.
citizens.
It's
The
on both
propaganda
sides.
bullshit
My,
has
my,
to stop.
my,
It's on
my,
both
my thing is fill out the papers.
Yeah.
If they say it's okay, come on in.
I mean, there's Haitian. I mean, if you go to
There's down in TJ right now.
There's Ethiopian and Haitians are in TJ just camping out, trying to get the paperwork in. Some of them actually, and they wind up in Market Street in San Diego. Okay, I said too much, but they're processing themselves properly. Ethiopians and Haitians.
Here's what we
in
need
Mexico,
to do.
waiting their proper due process.
Here's what we need to do.
Yes, sir.
Invade Mexico.
Oh.
And make them pay for the wall.
No, yeah, well, invade Mexico. Take
they're
it over. Let's
pay over
fix
the wall.
that economy, man. Invade. Why not?
Okay, so
Why not take over Mexico?
Are you sure you want that problem?
You update NAFTA. You create your AMSC. I forgot what it was called, the AMSA or AMSCA. So you do help out Canada and Mexico.
Aren't they the movie association?
But so you help out the trade between them, lift tariffs, and you exchange quite a bit. So you start to open communications with them.
So
don't
invade Mexico. How about invade Canada?
Bottom of the seventh inning, nobody out, 0.
Not to put
0-1 count, my head on the mound.
Social or socialist infrastructure.
Dodgers still down by 2.
But don't try to force a socialist structure on them. I mean, Hondurans, they know socialism.
I'm just curious.
And that's failed them.
No one brings this up. Why wouldn't we want to just take over Mexico? Why not?
What are the resources? The
Southern
people,
California is Southern California.
It's like
is
buying a
half
failing
Mexico.
business.
A failing business. Let them stay over there.
What
about Canada?
We'll open up trade.
Let's invade Canada.
I don't know.
We'll open up trade with Mexico.
We've got
factories down there.
Or Alaska.
We've got factories down there. We've shipped enough jobs down there. We're helping the economy. Open up trade a little bit more. Lift sanctions. The trucks get to come through the border better.
Where?
The southern border. They come through Mexico. The import trucks, they go through. They pass all the way through. So that's happening. NAFTA they reshuffled it and they fixed that to where it's quite beneficial. So I mean, they're not hindering trucks to come and go.
Right.
The produce. I mean, they still have major things that they have to do as far as avocados from Mexico. We've taken in some avocados, the gross national product of Mexico.
I do like me some avocados.
Yeah.
I do like an avocado.
This Nick is a piece of shit.
What's he got going now?
He's like, it's good. I see you have three viewers. There's way more than that, stupid. And he's like, you're welcome. Me and 2 other guys in the room.
And he says cousin Sal is also likes the show.
From Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh.
He's a fucking donkey. There's way more than that, stupid. Fucking half of them got cut off on the Facebook bullshit.
But we're glad you're back.
But the whole purpose of this, Nick, since you haven't been around, the whole purpose is to go in and tune into the podcast that is edited and sounds way better. This on Facebook is the behind the scenes thing. So go on there and check out, put in your browser, Pelon and Chubby, and then go and listen to the show where you can't fucking heckle and shit, stupid.
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 No,
we're glad you're watching the show. You're trying to he's getting like Adam Richmond would say, he's getting a bit snarky. Snark, right?
Oh, yeah.
Adam would say he's getting snarky.
The snarfy snarf?
Snarfy snarf. I like that.
But no, we're bigger than you think, Nick. Thanks, so for tuning in. Thanks. You're special. Thanks.
What else? We're going to talk about comedy?
How you came across we don't know. We don't care, actually. Thank you for
What's in the news? Anything else? I mean, there's a ton of shit. I was watching the NBA. You see the Lakers?
Oh, the fight.
End of the
little spitting
Rajon Rondo.
What the fuck is that?
If you had a mouthpiece in and lips like this, you'd spit a little too when you were yelling.
So, yeah, Mr. Chris.
Oh, you spit on me. Fucking Chris Paul.
Come on,
Apparently, you should have been spit on a long time ago, fucker. Thinks his game's way better than it is.
LeBron's buddy.
Whatever, man. Godfather to his kids.
Little Bron's buddy.
Whatever.
In the dirt. Whatever.
You got served, motherfucker. You got a left hook to the chin.
You got spit on and you got ducked.
That's pretty good. So that happened. What else happened? Anything else?
Oh my God.
We're doing the. That doesn't matter. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's
They're not going out in Marietta. Nobody goes out there.
okay. That's good talk. Yeah, you're not going. So all right, we're moving on.
No, I was going to talk
We're
about a show
watching.
going on out there.
Oh,
but-
somebody's.
Wall.
It's a double.
Somebody playing a little wall ball.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Does your TV look bigger on the podcast? Thanks, guys. Bernie will be at Maricosta Friday night, 6 p.m. Who's Bernie? Oh, Bernie Sanders?
Bernie?
Vote Levin. Jeff
Wow.
Hubbard says Bernie's going to be at Maricosta Friday night, 6 p.m. and to vote for Levin.
Well, if you're a Bernie
Like we
Sanders
need
supporter, then I know to vote no on 11.
Like
It's got to be some socialistic
We need
something.
another Jew in there.
Nice.
All right. Well, we'll take that into consideration.
So get out and vote.
Figured Sanders.
Yeah, whatever.
Maricosta
Vote your
should say, yes,
conscience
sir. Thank you for the heads up.
or whatever
Is Sanders-
CNN
is
tells you to
Sanders
vote
still,
for.
What's he doing?
Jerry Sanders?
Bernie Sanders. I mean,
Oh,
is-
Bernie Sanders. Jerry Brown?
Colonel Sanders?
Colonel Sanders?
what is
Bernie Sanders.
about as relevant? What is he doing now? Is he running
He's
for
a
president
senator,
again?
isn't he?
He's still a senator,
But
and
is he
he's
running for
still
president
writing.
again?
He's still writing a couple of laws and voting on shit, man. He's trying to pass a couple of bills.
Oh, it's fine, Jeff. Your typing's fine. For most degenerates, it's fucking actually very good.
He's going to be at Maricosta College
Maricosta College.
Friday.
Boy, his career's on fire.
No, that's actually a good place, town hall meeting, and you just don't hear things like that. So
Maricosta,
that'd be,
Oceanside.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Nobody comes here other than to surf and fucking listen to a band or two and check
Well,
out
this all I can say
craft
with all
beers.
this voting and stuff, I'm like all these bills.
I'm
How
so
about
over
a
it.
bill that says we can
Tell the truth?
reduce some spending and say what it actually
U.S.
is.
Senator
and
Bernie Sanders.
our spending, this is on both parties, is just so far freaking out of control. It's unbelievable.
I would just like a bill that makes them tell the truth about the bills,
Yeah, just say exactly what is
about the
what's-
propositions.
You know, I have to read the pros and cons and this and that, and then I got to actually read the bill and go, okay, well, neither of this is right.
So
I
are
gotta
are they cleaning up these what are they called? Dialysis places? Are
Oh,
they
my
holding
God.
them up to higher standards, or is this a money thing?
It sounds like
and they're
it's a money
closing
thing to
down
close
all
them down.
these so that the hospitals will get all the dialysis
The clients,
customers that are paying $100,000 a year.
Wow.
Their insurance company.
Yeah.
What's really going on? What is the truth behind that one?
We
Yeah, I
want to
don't-
know. That's no one's really talking about it. No
So
one.
it's exact, yeah.
Bernie is an active senator from Vermont.
Oh, right.
Right, but what does that have to... Jeff, sorry, excuse me for being fucking stupid, but how does that have... Can Bernie please call me and, and explain all these propositions
Yeah, hey, Bernie, explain it.
and vote E for everyone? What else?
What's Proposition
Prop
Y?
8.
8.
Can,
Y. X.
Can
I liked Bernie's energy and stuff, and he is just
what
he did get screwed in the election
He
because he should have. That thing was rigged for her the whole way, man.
between Clinton and Trump, it was like he was the donkey show on TJ. I mean, it was that bad.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, I mean, clearly there was tampering and stuff where with his rallies, he clearly beat Hillary.
Right.
Clearly.
But did he beat Trump?
Huh?
Would he have beat Trump?
I don't know.
You think the guy should have won?
No, what I'm
Was
saying
he
is
screwed that bad?
No, what I'm saying is he should have he beat
just
Hillary.
asking.
I believe he beat Hillary, and they totally had it rigged. It was rigged. The whole thing was. What the funny thing about when Trump winning was it was completely rigged for her, and she still couldn't freaking pull the trigger and get the win. I mean,
she
it
has
was,
so much dirt.
I mean, when they're giving her the answers to the questions before the debates.
Did you get your ballot?
Yeah, I just got it today.
So I got mine like.
I got the practice one and I got the real one
there's
today.
2? What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
It didn't say practice on it.
No, well, it's the one that explains the stuff. Said here you go.
Mine was a
So
ballot.
early.
I was
said,
online
take it-
yesterday filing mine, so
Mine
My wife said
said
we got it today.
this is a ballot. Use a pen, fill it in completely, and then take it down to the library here in Vista.
okay, so that's
So
the real deal.
I filled it out like a week ago, and so then I'm getting these pretty convincing phone calls
Oh, the phone calls. Yeah, the phone
and text messages, which opened my eyes to their side. But I told him I already filled it out and put the stamp on it. He's like, "Well, you can change it if you want to."
Like, give me a break.
And I'm like, well, that sounds like entirely too much work. It's already sealed and there's a stamp on it. So,
Could you tell me what you put on?
You know.
Why?
so I'm not changing anything.
Can we
I haven't
compare
got
the notes on
I haven't got
on
But
8?
it says, would you recommend something for associate justice in the, like, well, I don't even know who the hell that is. And how would I don't know nothing about any of their cases, you know? And so I didn't know. I was like, well, so I don't know who to vote. So I
them off, you say,
I did the Democratic smart way is I only voted men in and no women.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
keeping it real.
I want just to make sure that no dykes got in there.
Just to
We
make
can't afford
sure.
that. We can't afford to have them in power.
Well, you got Gavin Newsom going.
Yeah, well, I just like all the justices. If it was a dude, I put yes. If it was a chick, I put no.
Oh my gosh. So, and the Georgians are having some difficulty with their
What country is that?
what state? Georgia.
Oh,
Georgians.
Well, there's
exactly. What country
Georgians
is
in
that?
Russia.
Yeah, I thought you were
Georgia
talking
is
about
in
them.
Russia. But they have an absentee ballot count that's ridiculous versus the populace, and people are concerned. The conservatives are concerned because Georgia's a heavy Democratic presence, and even with the absentee coming in large numbers, they're concerned.
Georgia has a lot of Democrats.
Georgia. Well, Georgia has a lot of black people who tend to vote
Oh, yeah, it's
No
true.
shit.
Democrat.
Have you ever
Well,
been
That
there?
is true.
Have you ever been
That
to the
is
airport?
most definitely true.
Atlanta.
Have you ever been to the airport in Atlanta?
Yeah, no, I did go to Atlanta. I
Hey,
forgot.
I love-
I spent
I love-
I spent
Holy
3 days in
shit.
Atlanta.
I love Georgia.
The sisters are
shit.
there out in
Even if
force.
somebody warned you about it, like said, hey, when you get to Atlanta in the airport, there's going to be a large amount of black people. You still would not be
Yeah.
ready for it.
Huh?
Oh yeah. There
Like
was
I've been in Oakland. I lived in Oakland for 20
me too.
years. It still did not prepare me for what I was
Yeah, Georgia was like,
and there was nothing wrong with it.
What
Yeah.
you're about to
But
see
just because
experiment.
of the way you've been raised
yeah.
and not had a whole lot of interaction with black people, to go in there and see nothing but
yeah.
Yeah.
black people everywhere,
Yeah.
behind every counter, every worker in the airport, you're like, holy fuck. There's
Yeah.
it's like reverse.
Yeah.
You're like,
I kind
this is how they must feel when they come to our town.
Yeah. No, I kind of expected it though. I kind of knew.
But were you still like,
It was like wow, but
wow?
you know, for 3 years I only dated black girls.
Okay, so
I'm just saying.
what's that do with the price of bread,
3
fucker?
Well, no, what I'm
What's the-
saying, but to not see everybody. Exactly. I know.
What does
Look,
that got to do
what I'm
with the
saying
price
is-
of
Right.
bread? That's the
I mean,
answer.
I kind of it was still a little bit of a shock, but I was just like, whatever.
And you know the sad part is though, like I lived in Oakland. My wife's born or not born, but raised in Oakland. Went to school with, half the school is Chinese, half the school is black. So she's grew up. But how is it that when we stop in Atlanta and we're on our way to the Bahamas, we stop in Atlanta
Because when I see you, I think Bahamas.
right, and so when we look at each other,
Speedo.
right,
Rick
yeah, I don't give a
Speedo,
fuck. I let
Bahamas.
this shit hang out. I'm not shy. So why is it that we look at each other like, you sure we should get off the plane? I mean, why is that? Why does it come to that? Why does that even cross your mind? Why? It's not any different than any other town you go to, but that's like the natural reaction for somebody that's not exposed to it, you know, or whatever. It's like, is it safe?
Yeah, I
mean,
never felt. I was just like, well, I'm definitely going to probably get some different stuff to eat and like have more a selection of food that I never would.
Cultural divide.
See, that's the right way to look at it.
I was like, I want to get some
Fearing for your life, not so proper.
Not so much. And you got to go there at different
I'm the holy
times.
roller. I don't fear for my life.
They got out of that stretch. Very good.
Yeah,
Still
good.
4-2.
Still 4-2. You got 2 more innings, boys. Probably try. Well, at least better put a run up in this one.
So,
But you know what I'm saying? It's just a
different times of the
natural-
year. You go there in the summer, and you're not liking it so much. Go there in the winter. It's so beautiful. It's so different. You catch all the seasons. But yeah, no, it's still home and wholesome. It's just
I told you
it's
that.
not on edge. It's not on edge though.
No?
No.
Mellow.
They're so mellow.
I told you that one time my brother, he calls me, and he was working for one of those sports memorabilia companies that like, or it's not memorabilia, it's
Just-
more like where they put, like, they take the coffee cups and they put the sports team or your company name. So he'd go around to all the stadiums and all the buyers at all the gift shops,
Yeah.
and he would, you know, promote the pens and the pencils and the erasers, all that kind of shit. You know, you buy this. Anyway, so he got invited to the World Series. His company had tickets for all that. So he'd go and rub elbows with all the execs at the companies that buy that shit for the gift shops. Anyway, so he calls me from Atlanta, and the All-Star game is going on in Atlanta, the NBA All-Star game, and he calls me. He's like, dude, this is like the Oscars for the black people. This is insane. They're all in limos, all dressed up. He's
Wow.
Wow.
I was like,
He really said that.
You better look at
Wow.
You better look at the comments in the box. There.
I'm just saying, fuckers.
You better look at the comments in the
real.
box. That's too much.
What?
Woo! That is damn, Nick. That's pretty serious, bro. Thank you for that.
What did he say?
Right, it's not natural. Jeff, it's not natural. It isn't. I'm not denying that it's natural. But that's just the thing. Like, if you grew up 18 years, 19 years of your life, and you never seen a black person other than on TV, what the fuck are you supposed to think? You know, the only time you seen them is on the news and shit going down. What are you supposed to think? And keep in mind, fuckers, before you all pass judgment, I was married to a black woman for over 10 years. So, and my child is 26 years old, is half black. So, if you think I'm being harsh, think again.
Ooh.
I lived in the city of Oakland for how many years? Did you ever live in the city of Oakland? Do you know how it is?
He haven't seen
Yeah.
it. He didn't.
You haven't seen Nick's?
He didn't see it.
Nick,
You
I
better-
work at a gay brothel. Remark. I wish I had written that one, man.
Sickness.
Holy shnikes.
Oh,
That's
my
good.
God.
Now we're saying
Okay.
we're learning more about Nick every moment.
Level
Well, I
playing
can tell you,
ground.
Nick doesn't even have a proper Facebook page. So whatever, it's all meaningless. If you're not going to show your face or who you are, then all your comments and everything else are pretty
That was a decent remark.
pretty
That's
useless.
funny.
What's that? Gay brothel? He works at a great gay brothel.
That's what he says.
Right.
Whether or not it's true, it'd be funny if I
So
said.
what?
That'd be
They're
hysterical.
watching the show and they
I'd be
think I'm
cracking.
great.
If I had written that, I would
Oh
be
no,
like,
he's
that'd be funny.
he's saying that I go to.
He's saying you would be a catcher. Because I were going to get about you.
I
would
mean, I
definitely be a
wouldn't
catcher.
like
Oh,
dude,
wow.
It's like the one time the girl
bringing it,
this,
man.
this girl says, "Did you put a roofie in my drink?" I said, "Bitch, I don't even know what a roofie looks like or where to get one." The same thing.
I don't
know
need
where a
one.
gay brothel is. I don't know what it looks like. I don't even know what the fuck they do in there. To tell you the truth,
Did I tell? I have. I think. Did I tell my San Francisco story when I was 21? We're painting his dad's girlfriend's freaking place, and then we go out. We go hit some. And the first bar we go to, we go in. It's pretty slow. We're sitting there.
Tenderloin?
having a couple. We're having a beer and
Oh,
stuff.
you
It's
know
like a
one
sports
comes
bar.
in, yeah.
And we're just like, and we're looking around, and we're there like 45 minutes, and then I start looking up on the walls, and I see the artwork, and then it hits me, and I go, Mike, can I ask you a question? He goes, what? There ain't too many ladies in here, right? He goes, Yeah, not right now. Yeah, I know it's kind of dead in here, man. But the beer, it's good beer, and the bartender's nice. And I go, yeah, there's 3 bartenders. You know something similar about them? Yeah, they're all guys. I go, and that guy right there just bought you a drink. And he goes, oh, no, man. Oh, no. I go, just drink your drink. Be cool. But I go, he's being very chatty with you right now. He's finding out all this personal information and stuff. I was over there shooting some pool, and the other guys come talk. I said, we may. And he goes, oh, man. No. First he goes, no way. And then he goes, oh, yeah. And the guy, and he goes, I go, notice the guy's scarf. That was a dead gift. Should have been a giveaway. The guy had a kind of
middle of summer.
It wasn't a scarf. It was an ascot.
Anyways.
So let me ask you this.
But we were cool. We finished our drinks, and I said, let's go to a bar where there's some women. And we did.
Right.
We tried to pick up some stewardess. We lacked game back then. We didn't get them, but we got to talk to them.
Did you feel weird in there? Like you were threatened or anything?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But he actually was a little homophobic a little bit. He was like, oh, man. He goes, that dude just bought me a drink. I go, he didn't stick his tongue down your throat.
Right.
He's just having a conversation with you, and you didn't know he was gay until. So I was like, I go, just relax. We'll finish our drink, and then we'll get out of here. But it was just kind of funny. His reaction, because he goes, I was laughing. I was just like, oh, this is funny. And he just goes, he's like, oh, man. I go, dude, just finish the drink, and then let's go find a bar that has women, too.
Jeff Hubbard, man over woman. Not misogynist, but because of confident decisions and capabilities, and no problems later on down the road dealing with women.
You know what happens every 30 days with women, right?
Just asking about.
I'm just saying that.
Just asking why I vote for men, not women. Now, I don't know how deep you want to go with this.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
I disagree, but I mean, I know. I'm just saying, I would vote for a woman.
Right. Do we want to get fucking real?
We
want to get real?
Let's get real.
Want a lot of people to be offended.
Here we go.
All right. Here's the fucking truth. Jeff, let me explain something.
Here we go.
Wait, do it the Casey Kasem voice.
Dear Jeff. Here's where it all went wrong in America. First, these children, when we have children, should be raised by a parent. The day that we made it okay for 2 people to work in a household is where we fucked up as a nation. We should not make it a requirement in order to survive in this country for both people to have to work. It should be, a family should be able to have a parent at home to stay home with the child, and no, it's not, should it be the man or the woman? No. And if you're a God-fearing person, if you believe anything, it's the woman that is supposed to stay home. The man is the head of the household. Read the book. It says it right in there.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay? So if we want to make this world right, and I use that term lightly, right? If we want to make this world right, we should have done it the right way and not made it to where it's a money thing over a child thing. We need to raise these children properly. All these single family homes that don't have anybody to see over their kids, sending them to daycare is bullshit. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be that way.
So you're wiping out an entire...
We are so far along in this whole thing where you can't turn back anymore. Yeah, my wife, she makes $200,000 a year. She should be at home. She should be at home. She should not have to work. She should be taking care of our children. All these lesbians that are going over, fuck, you know what? I have a right. If I want to eat pussy, I should be able to eat pussy. Men are fucking pieces of shit. Okay, all right. Let me tell you right now. If we don't get some fucking control over these fucking bitches trying to eliminate men, we are going to have a huge problem, even bigger than the problem we have in this country right now. Those bitches need to be reined in and fucking taken control of. I don't give a fuck if you're the LGBTV fucking XYZ motherfuckers, whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. You weren't born that way. You were not. I don't give a fuck what book you read, but you were not born that way. It's a choice that you made in life. It doesn't even make sense. Physically, it makes absolutely no sense. Okay? But that's the way it is. If you want to cure this world of all the issues that we're going through, all the things that are happening, then you got to start back at day one. And you got to go back and get back to the basics. It's just like in sports when you're having a slump or you're doing whatever, get back to the basics. Whenever you're doing anything in life, your business is failing, get back to the basics. Life is failing. Life as we see it is fucking failing. I don't care what anybody says that, oh, we're more accepting now, we're more this now. No, this country's fucking failing miserably. We're going into more debt. All the fucking impure things are now okay. Come on, man. Let's fucking wake the fuck up and look at it for what it really is and stop all these fucking retards from making all these laws acceptable. Soon it's going to be okay to fucking molest kids and shit, and you're not going to get in trouble. Soon it's going to be okay for you to fuck your dog. I mean, come on. Really, what the fuck is going on? We're making all the drugs legal now? Fuck, are we just like okaying the recipe for disaster in this fucking country? Let's take control of it and get back to the basics. Let's make it a one-income household where you don't have to be out there fucking slaving in order to feed your kids, and one can be at home raising them like they should be raised, and the other one working. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with good old America the way it was before? Oh, we've advanced as a fucking people. Fuck off. We haven't. We fucking went backwards. We went over the fucking top. We went to where everything's fucking cool. Are you fucking kidding? It's not cool. It's not okay. All this bullshit that we're accepting, that we're taking, is not okay. We need to get back to the basics and be fucking human beings again. Be fucking normal, where everybody doesn't have to do drugs and opioids just to fucking escape reality. Motherfuckers, I have to drink to escape the fucking reality of trying to go out there and fucking make $1 million just to be a normal fucking human being. I gotta snort coke so I don't fucking feel like fucking shitty every day and want to slit my wrist and jump off a fucking building. But that's cool. If faggots can fucking sock off each other and fucking dykes can fucking take over this country, that's cool. Yeah, while normal people are fucking jumping off of buildings. What the fuck is going on? And we're crying about transgender people not being able to be called transgender. What? You were fucking born with a dick for a reason, or tits for a reason. Because that's you, motherfucker. Fucking go. Accept yourself for who you are. You're a good person. You don't need to change what God made. What's wrong with you? Just be a fucking normal person. Stop playing the fucking victim. Oh, it's so sad. I'm really a woman, but I was born with this kind. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. That is the most retarded fucking thing I've ever heard. Let's get America back, man. Let's get back to the basics. Let's be fucking human beings. Forget the countries that are all formed now and all the millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires fucking bleeding us dry. Who cares? It's a fucking story that we've heard forever and ever. We came over in a boat, we're fucking slaves. Okay, fuck. We heard it. We heard it. It's a sad fucking story. We heard it. The Chinese people built the railroads. Fuck! Okay! All right! Sorry you got fucked as a people. Sorry. Let's get over it. Let's get back to the basics and be fucking nice. Be humans again. Make it an easy thing for people to live and feed their kids. How about that? Don't worry about people getting their feelings hurt. Because guess what? Nobody's getting their feelings hurt if everybody's taken care of. Everybody's happy. What's wrong with that? Let's be happy again. Let's not worry about all our rights that are being taken care of. We're not going to be here anymore. We're going to fucking stamp ourselves out because you stupid motherfuckers are worried about getting my feelings hurt, being called a fag. Bah, bah, bah. Okay, meanwhile, we're disappearing, stupid. We're not going to be here anymore. How you like them apples, Boston? Fucking stupid fucks.
If I may interject just real quick, I was just thinking maybe, going along your point, I was just thinking, people, if back in the 70s when they raised up the the pricing on friggin' college and
we fucked ourselves a long time ago. This didn't just happen overnight.
No. What I'm saying, I was just saying the college is so expensive to send a kid to college, and I still think it's.
And they can't finish college because they were called names. They were bullied.
Yeah.
What's this fucking bully thing?
No, I just say
huh?
Get back to you're saying back. I would say more reading their Bible.
How stupid are we?
Yeah,
we're bullied.
I wasn't going as far as you, but I was just saying. Yeah, it'd be great.
I was bullied, so I killed myself. Well, that's fucking God's way of weeding out the weak. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, shit happens.
And the caller from Connecticut. What was your question again, caller?
And so Rick did go off on a rant there.
Bang.
That was a wow
for your.
Just get back to doing shit the right way, man. And you know what the crazy thing is? Everybody knows in here what the right way is. Everybody knows. Yet we all hide under these different guises, these different groups, these different causes, and convince ourselves that what you feel here is not right.
Yeah, it's
what you see on TV and what your friends are all fucking fighting for is right.
I wouldn't have said things the way you said them, but there was a few things you said in there where it was like, well, what you had said was actually biblical kind of stuff. I just wouldn't have used the terminology or the way you said it at all. But I would definitely agree. There are certain things that was allowed to get out of control with pricing and stuff. So yeah, it's very difficult to do it on one income, and it's ridiculous. You're absolutely right on that.
And you know what?
And people need to just for me,
it's not.
If you're getting I'm just going to say my point. If a person, I don't believe someone's born that way at all. I don't. I think they were probably
might get their first win.
They were probably abused or something. Something happened.
There could be 5 million trillion reasons.
But anyways, my point was that.
And I'm not trying to bash them.
No. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, a person that God loves everybody, and
right.
Whether what happens when we pass away and finally judge, Jesus is the judge. My job isn't to judge anybody at all, and I pray for everybody. I pray for our crazy president. I pray for our crazy leaders, and I wish that they would quit. They would write some laws that would help out with this freaking out of control debt, and get, like you said, back to basics and stuff. Because just writing more. We're going. Here comes election day. We're going to be. More. It's gonna, basically whatever it is we're looking at. It's more spending. It always is with DC and with certainly in friggin' California. Spending's out of control, and everybody's.
But if they would do the right thing, that spending is not going to be out of control.
Look,
there's such things called budgeting.
Yeah, exactly. Freaking budget. And you start to get out of control, then you know what? You got to cinch your belt a little tighter. You got to freaking not.
Look at
just throwing money at a problem is not always the answer.
Here's the one thing I said way back when. A lot of people don't like Donald Trump, but I said this country has to be run more like a business.
It does have to be run like a business.
And so he thinks he's doing the right thing. He really does believe he's doing the right thing.
Thanos thought he was the good guy.
But he cannot. He just can't look out for special interests. He's got to do the right thing. He needs to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Right. And my thing is just if everybody did the right thing. Look, I'm not trying to bash anybody. You know my stance on gays, and I don't hate them. I don't agree with their lifestyle. I don't agree with special privileges just because they're gay. But at the same time, I don't think they should be treated differently. Yeah. They're human beings. I don't have an issue with that part, right? I just don't want you to use that card. It's just like black people using the card, Mexicans using the card, gays using the card. You know what? That's what you are. That's the way this world is. Accept it. That's how it is, right? So, and my whole stance on women working and all that stuff isn't to stifle women or make them any less than men. It's not. And I hope that they don't take it that way my stance is more on the one income household.
Yeah. If my wife was making, enough money to friggin' take care of it and I didn't have to work, I would love to be home with my son.
Right. But
I don't get to see my son enough. I work crazy freaking hours.
Here's the problem. It wasn't set up that way in the first place.
No, it wasn't.
The man has been the gatherer forever and ever and ever. The hunter, the gatherer.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. The woman has been the child raiser, the bearer. That's the way it is. Look, everybody's trying to recreate the wheel and outthink this fucking thing, right? It was set up in the beginning. Look, it was fucking made the right way. We fucked it up. Okay,
Certainly.
So if it got so fucked up, maybe we need to go back to the way it was created, right? And that I don't care whether you think a bomb went off in space or fucking God, was sitting there and fucking whittled everybody out of, a stick. But the fact is, it was created a certain way and it fits. If you look at it, it fits. Sure, there's a lot of guys that are fuck ups and whatever, but they are, what do you call it? Products of what we've created, right? And so women too, same thing. But if we were to go back to the way it was built, the way the machine was built,
You're talking about the
way a motor works,
the family nucleus,
right? If we were to go back to that, then it would all make sense.
It wouldn't make it better.
How? Why not?
It's not going to change overnight.
The fuck if it won't overnight? No. Did it become this bad overnight? No. It took years and years. But I promise you, if we were to get back to the basics,
We would be way out of step if oh man, it'd be so bad. It would be so bad.
Why?
Man, some women excel at certain things that they needed in the workplace. And offer them the opportunity and freedoms to do that.
100 million% disagree. Disagree. The good that it brings is falls way short. It falls way short of.
Well, my thing is,
then you get down to the whole equal pay. Is she being compensated for what she's bringing to the
bullshit.
table?
It shouldn't even be a fucking conversation.
So just stick your ass at home, take care of the kids.
No, and I'm not trying to be. You know what? That job is tougher than a motherfucker.
You want to drink wine and all that stuff?
If you do it right, that's a tough job. The thing is, most people
being a mom is a tough job.
How many people would not be in prison right now?
What?
How many people would be in school doing good?
Well, basically, what you're talking about, that's a biblical concept but it's like this. I have zero problem with, I think women should work. Absolutely. My thing is, I would like it so you could maybe divide it up. So I would love it. My wife could, and then I could friggin' be home.
She shouldn't have to.
No. But if she wanted to,
no,
I'd be okay. Yeah, I just
You can't.
If we switched off a day, like she works that day, and then I get to spend time with my son.
At home is
she
is a tougher job than anybody else.
The fruit
you
of that,
are getting paid.
The fruit of that labor.
No, we have it set up.
It's not all about.
We actually have it basically where now she used to do some.
It's not
she
about
worked
getting
for a while,
paycheck.
but
you know
now
how you get paid.
You take
when
care
your
of
kid
great
comes out fucking normal, doesn't have any drug problems, doesn't try and kill themselves.
Yeah, you're right.
Goes to school.
No, my wife is a fantastic mother.
That's your
fucking She busts her butt on it. She works harder. She works crazy.
Not having your kid end up in jail, not being fucking a drug addict, not being being able to go to school and learn. What kind of would you exchange your paycheck for that?
Heck yeah, of course.
So what kind of job is she doing at home? She's doing the fucking most important job there is. But everybody takes it off as being lame, stifling them, not allowing them to do anything, too controlling.
Ball game.
And it has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. Yeah. Nobody's trying to fucking dictate to you how to live your life or anything. But these are choices that you make. When you decide to have a family, you should be home for your family.
Yeah, but my thing is...
If you're going to have kids, too many fucking people are having kids and not taking care of them. Just because you can fuck doesn't mean you can raise a kid.
I agree. My point is this. Well, typical of the old school look of a family life where a woman stayed home and stuff was because the way it's played out now with expenses and how it was allowed
Shouldn't
to
be
get
that
out of
way.
control. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. But I would have no problem with if my wife was making bank, say she was on TV, and then I get to chill and be home. Now, her job is friggin' tough.
Why is
taking
the
care of
money-
him? It's friggin' tough.
Look, why is the
But,
money even a factor? How much she's making? Why?
No, well, no. What I'm saying
But
is,
I'm
if,
saying, why
if
is that
one
even-
day she told me, she goes, "Honey, you know what? Blah 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 blah. I've got this great opportunity here. I can make this blah blah, and then you can do. And if you want, I could do it, and then you can be at home with our son." You know what I'd say? Unless it's some really whack job, but if it was something that she enjoyed and was good at, I'd be like, cha-ching! I'd be all over that. I get to be with my son all the time. Oh my gosh! And it's a tough job.
Until you snap.
No, me.
You know
we have a blast.
That's not the way it's supposed to be.
We've had a different. He's getting.
That's not the way it's supposed to be.
You know what? If it works, I know what you're saying. I agree with you in principle on a lot of it. Not the way you said it. So, but what I'm saying is, if my wife was, I would be freaking like, I get to hang. He's our one and only.
And you should be able to hang out with him. You should work normal hours. You should not.
Oh
have
yeah, I work crazy.
You should be able to hang out with him. But look,
Sometimes I walk in the door
ask
and he
you
looks
this.
and he goes, he's like, he hasn't seen me for friggin' basically 2 days
Yeah.
because I had to work a 24-hour shift
Right.
again.
Let me ask you
and
this.
And he looks at me and he just walks away. He's so
hey,
pissed.
everybody's opinions, everybody's thoughts. It's all nice. It's fucking groovy. It's cool, right? But let me ask you this: is everybody happy with the way things are?
Obviously not.
Okay, because everybody's marching and talking shit and all that, right? Do you want to change it? Then there's some drastic moves that have to be made. If you don't care and it's fine the way it is and everybody out for their self and, whatever, then just leave it the way it is. Who gives a fuck? We'll all be gone soon anyway. Fuck it. Huh? Who cares?
Well,
If nobody gives a fuck, who cares? Just let it go.
At the end of-
let it go.
at
Let
the
this
end of
place
the
burn
day-
up. Do you know that this place is going to be gone? That it's going to be overrun because this fucking population is going fucking stupid? Because nobody gives a fuck. There's plastic islands out in the ocean that are overtaking the world. So what we're doing is not okay. All these people that think, oh, be accepting, be tolerant, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, stupid. You're fucking up the world. Does anybody care? America, do you care? Do you want to make a change? If you don't, fuck it. I'll shut up. I don't care.
Right.
Whatever. I won't say anything.
well, biblically speaking, America's not even in the Bible.
so we just
toward
going
the
to
end
tube
days.
it? Just tube it?
Well, I don't know. Like some of the pastors I listen to, they goes, "Yeah, I don't know. Either we're going to be gone, which we've declined so much that we're going to be."
Here's one knock I got on
Real
the Holy
decline.
Rollers. Let me tell you this. The world's coming to an end. There's going to be a rapture. I'm not going to be here anyway. I don't care. How about you pick up a shovel and fix the fucking thing? Help out.
We
Why
do.
not?
I
Why
vote
not?
and everything. I
Right.
do.
No, but everybody has that.
We're
approach.
supposed to
has that
do
like,
our best, and I
"You know
do.
what? God's coming for me.
He is.
Ah,
I don't know when. though.
fuck this world. Well, they don't say that, but yeah, it's a bunch of heat. Fuck
No,
'em, fuck
well,
'em.
no. My
How
point
about
is,
they all pick up a fucking shovel and help out too? How's
You
that
know
sound?
what?
Why don't
A
we try
lot
to
of-
fix the place?
can I say this? A lot of my holy rollers, as you say, at the churches are out there doing that, and they're great people, and they try. Nobody's perfect, and my point is, I don't worry about it.
Right. No,
Because I know my
hey,
final
don't worry.
destination.
Don't
I don't.
worry.
I don't worry about it. I don't let.
Don't worry.
But I have nothing against. I know I vote.
The
I'm gonna
problem
be
is,
voting.
you know
I'm
how many
ex-
people
I'm
don't
gonna-
worry about it?
Huh?
Do you know how many people don't worry about it? Don't worry about it. Fuck
No,
it.
what I'm saying is I'm gonna vote my conscience and
But we don't want to piss off the women.
whatever.
Tell them they
Again,
can't
you're
work.
Okay, I'm looking at this stupid shit here.
All right. Anyways.
Who is the masked singer?
But you know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah.
everybody's so worried about pissing off people.
I gotta come up with a new thing. Anyways. Hey, whatever's gonna sell friggin' detergent or whatever.
I'm over
Well, we gotta.
over everybody worrying about their feelings.
Oh yeah,
I'm over
political correctness and stuff. I'm
I'm-
like, come
I'm-
on,
I'm over all
well,
that.
you definitely are. I can't.
You know,
I can't go as far as you, but I it'd be nice to get back to basics in that.
Can you imagine what the world would be like?
Jesus said, he goes, just, everybody treat everybody great. He goes, love me and love everybody else.
I'm the ultimate asshole for saying what I say. When all I want is for people to spend time with their children and be able to afford to spend time with their children.
Be nice.
And to raise everybody properly and get all these fucking thug motherfuckers that think they're cool with the bling bling and all that shit. Fuck these donkeys. Why does everybody think that that's cool? That's why they want the Kardashians, the fucking super tard that they hang out with. Why is all that cool?
I was talking about the actual gang.
I'm just saying, like, everything that we hold up to be fucking important in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got you.
It's just how I don't understand it. How we determine what's cool. Like, everybody running around with their phones. Your kid's talking to you. You don't even fucking hear them talking because you're fucking with your phone.
Absolutely.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing as a people? Are we just fucking like giving up on life completely? What are we doing?
That's an interesting take. Yeah. And as we take this one to the final curtain hour of this show and episode, a lot of things to come away with. Thought bubbles have popped up inside our heads. We are Pelon and Chubby, Comedy Talk with Heart.
Not so much comedy tonight, a little fucking reality. It's all about reality.
It's all about reality.
Hey, we appreciate you guys tuning in every Wednesday at 6:30.
Oh, man.
Hey, wow. And everybody can have their opinions. Opinions are like assholes.
Okay.
Whatever it is, it is.
Nick says the Dodgers need to get back to basics.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They're not lying.
They do.
Nick, that is the fucking best thing you've said all night.
That was absolutely correct, Nick.
Boston got him again. Hey, but Nick, Boston
He's
won
from
100.
Canada.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Boston won 108 games. They're playing at home. They have home field advantage. What the fuck is supposed to happen? They should win game number 2. Duh. Okay. So now LA is going back home. They should win all 3 games at home.
They got 3 at home, right?
All right. Then go back to Boston.
All right.
That's how it all happened. Oh, shit. That's almost how it happened in the last series, isn't it? Sort of.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So, Nick,
thank you.
Nick Confucius, thanks for joining the show.
Nick Confucius. That's what we're going to call you
man.
from now on, man.
He's a wise man.
Hey, tell all the guys at the fucking suck hole place
at the brothel.
that I said, what's up?
Yeah, they got those in Canada.
I'll be back soon.
All right.
Hey, for everybody tuning in the Pelon and Chubby Show, we are keeping it real. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's fucking shocking.
Sometimes
it happens. Whatever. So, but we appreciate you tuning in. Please forward it to a friend and say, how fucking crazy was that?
That was.
Right? And tell everybody, share. If you're a good friend, you'll share it with a friend. Thanks for tuning in. Until next Wednesday, 6:30, the Pelon and Chubby Show. It's going to be almost Halloween, huh?
Halloween.
Uncle Bobby's coming. You'll see what I'm talking about.
We're not.
It's not Halloween.
Yeah, next
Yeah,
one.
Halloween's Wednesday.
Well, I'm going to do the show regardless.
Okay.
But I'll be Uncle Bobby that night.
Yeah, I'm going to be
in my costume.
You'll be Uncle Fester.
I'll be doing my
very disturbing. Super disturbing. Tune in next Wednesday. I'm not sure who's going to be here,
As
but I'll
long
be
as you're
here.
not in the Speedo, I'll be
Right.
okay, man.
So thanks again. Like I said, Boston, hey, good job. You won game 2. We're coming after you next game. LA will win this series. Thanks for tuning in. Until next week, see ya.
God bless.
Good night, everybody.